Hello, friends. Welcome to Live, Laugh, and Lovey, home of the best television recap podcast. I'm your host, Lovey, and me and my good girlfriends, we take you on a weekly voyage to our favorite shows where we chat, sip on some tea or an adult beverage, whichever you like, no judgment, and we wave our fans because the shade gets real. So get comfy, grab a snack, and enjoy. Hello, everybody. Hey, Joe. Hey, Iva.
Hey.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Married at First Sight. What? Oh, we are episode 24 and 25, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I feel like we're winding down. I'm really hoping that we wind it down.
I think so. I think we might have the female home visit, maybe one more dinner and commitment ceremony, and then I guess they'll be wrapping it up, it sounds like.
Yep. In the last episode, they said they had one commitment ceremony left, and that was it.
Right, right. So
So,
I don't know how that's gonna go.
so I think for the last two couples that were the new additions
Mm-hmm.
to it, even though they haven't been there the 6 weeks, I want to say it's the 6 weeks,
Right.
and their marriages are 3 weeks.
I don't know. You know what? I think because everyone else was what? Was it 12, Joe? Everyone else was 12. Maybe they came in at the 6. So they'll
Yeah.
only get the 6, which is
So
like America's length.
yeah, but then just to look at it, like, how do you really compare, or I mean, not even compare, but how do you say, okay, we're building a relationship when you're still
Mhm.
new? We look at Lizzie and Seth, they're over there holding hands, looking goo eyes at each other.
Alright.
But if we look at Kathy and Josh, they were the same way for those weeks until the last 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they had some other issues. Go ahead and start talking about Kathy and Josh because they were one of my little hot spots for this week. I want to punch Josh through the TV.
Well, you've been wanting to punch Josh for the last 3 weeks.
But why? Can you tell me why?
Well, I blame it on immaturity.
Okay, I blame it on his mama.
That
Mama's
too,
boy.
and the interference of his mother. Yes, I agree. He didn't take her feelings into consideration a lot of the times. And basically, the nail in the coffin, but that coffin had been in the production stage for weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, the top dropped this past week. I am so
Uh,
sad because I was really hoping that they were be able to pull it together. But after his homestay, yeah, I knew that there was no turning back. But I'm really hoping that maybe they're secretly seeing each other now. Not secretly, but they're reacquainting themselves with them. No, Jonay, you don't think so?
No, the
no.
only thing that she did learn, which I did like about her, she realized that she's not going to put up with someone that they can't tell them the truth. She's not going to put
Mm-hmm.
up with that. So I think the positive of the relationship is she learned about herself. So she recognized that she does have jealous traits about herself because what she has been through. And then the second thing is she's just not going to put up with that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
And
good.
I don't think it's a lack of maturity. I think he's just ignorant to the fact of her feelings, just like you said. He is very ignorant to that. But it's not just about her feelings. It's like, if I got an issue with you, why you got to go tell the public? Like she said, he couldn't come to
First.
he couldn't come directly with her and always work it out. He needed an audience.
Okay, I'm with
Well,
that. I just think that it's sad that his audience is his mom or
Yeah.
not being able to discuss it with her. I think towards the end, because I was mad at her for a while too, because of the shutting down and the, not speaking and things like that. And then when he had gone to the club, because if I'm not mistaken, wasn't he one of the people that was at the bar when Haley and them had that fiasco back in the day? Was he one of those?
No.
Or that was somebody else that was at the bar with them? It was Mike and Haley, and it was somebody else. I could have sworn it was Josh that was with them. So when he was gone and he'd be out, she was, worried or whatever. Did y'all see how he kept hanging on that? Well, you were
mm-hmm.
gone. You were gone. You after 1:30. You were gone. I was worried about you. Were worried about me? Really? For real? So you didn't call your mama to tell her about that part that you was worried about me? You just sat there and just waited up in the living room? Okay. We just gonna leave that one go. And then when I saw growth was when she actually opened up to him and said, okay, I'm gonna come with you. I have reservations, but I'm gonna come with you. But I ask you, A, B, C. Let's not do this. Okay, I promise. Okay. Then she said it one more time just to make sure. A, B, C. Yes, okay, no problem, no problem. First thing he did, she didn't even sit down yet. And he started telling his mama. I was
Right.
like,
Well, just to kind of pivot back a little bit, when I say immaturity, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but he has a lot of growing to do because he's only
mm-hmm,
20 something. So I wouldn't expect him to have this full on idea of what marriage is about. Because again, and I've been saying this for weeks, that the participants that are going into this experiment
mm-hmm,
on both sides of the pond, they have idea of what marriage is, but it's also been romanticized. And then when it comes to the actual work, that's when things fall apart.
mm-hmm,
So
Mm-hmm.
Josh just has a lot of growing to do as it relates to being in a relationship. So that's why, because he doesn't know what to do, and especially you a mama's boy, you under the teat, you hanging on her every word. Yeah, you don't know what to do. So I hate to see them go though.
yeah, but then you got your mom. You're not checking your mom.
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting there really like asking your mom for help in front of her, in front of me, like we're at counseling, and then while your mom is talking to me, you're not even looking at me. You're looking dead at your mom. I'm sitting right here on your left. You won't even look at me. You're just looking and focusing on your mom. It's almost like, we're like I'm in the principal's office.
Yeah, but if he has no other point of reference to figure things out other than his mom, what is he to do?
Well, why
And
wouldn't you do that while I'm not there? When I specifically asked you, that was like a specific ask, though.
I mean,
And
I
and
get
that's
it.
that's why I had to give her some credit because she had been closed off and she had not been telling her feelings.
Hmm.
But she specifically asked that, and she asked it more than once. And he specifically said yes to it. First thing he did. That's the first thing he did before they even sat down. Even the people that were standing there, I guess like his sister or his brother or whomever, they were looking uncomfortable for her, like, ooh, girl,
So
ooh.
I'm wondering why the participants don't really rely on the experts more often.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that they're relatively helpful as opposed to those here in the States like Pastor Cal and Dr. Pepper?
I don't know. I wish they would show it more. I wish they would show the interaction more with the people. Like
Mhm.
we do see Pastor Cal and them go for home visits,
Mhm.
or we see if they have an altercation, then they can call them on the little YouTube or on the YouTube. They can call them on the Zoom or on FaceTime and get some knowledge. But you're right. We don't see them do any of that here except for when they're watching them on closed circuit.
Right.
I think you can talk to the experts because Tosh and Amanda, one of the experts came in and talked to them personally.
You think that was Amanda's doing? Because Amanda was just like, "Look, I'm not dealing with this." She she was playing no games from the gate. Look, either you in or out. We need to work on this. Let's get it straight. I think Amanda has something to do with that.
But even though
Mm,
the experts did tell Josh, though, like they clearly told him, like, her feelings are hurt. You're dealing with a wounded person. You're going to have to nurture it.
Mhm.
And this is how to do it. The experts give you advice on how to.
Mhm.
You just not following the advice.
mm-hmm.
So for her, like she said, when she went to the commitment ceremony and then he writes down leave. So you're not even communicating with me how you're feeling. So it's like she said, you're throwing me under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mhm.
thinking everything is cool, hee hee ha ha, and then all of a sudden you do this. Then when I have a conversation with you about it, again, you do the same thing. Enough is enough. So I'm glad that I'm just saying, how many times you gotta keep throwing me under the bus?
For
How many
real.
times that you gotta keep going around the whole, like she said, the public? How many
Mm,
times you gotta keep going around to everybody and talk about these issues, but you're not coming to the main person you live with?
Right. I
I
have
So
got you.
I was proud of her. I was like, you know what?
Absolutely.
And she looked good. She came in
Yeah.
looking.
Did.
I
But
was
she
like,
always does.
no, she looked way better. I was like, and then she just kept sitting there like,
Yep.
I'm not even fooling. The only thing I didn't like about her, he's not looking at me. If you're done, you're done. Why do you even care if you're done?
Maybe
she,
she just wanted that closure. She
she
needed
had
that
a
She could have had
confirmation.
it, but if you want a closure, then you could initiate. She didn't initiate either.
she was done too. She didn't know
So if
how.
you're done, like you just like, okay, leave. And sitting up there like, I'm ready to go. Not even like toodles, goodbye. It was like leave. That was it. So why you need validation from this person if you out?
Because you're dealing with somebody who suffers from low self-esteem.
Her self-esteem was high as is
Heck,
I don't know what. Yes.
when she left, because when she left, she had her Ephraim dress on. I was like, you better get it. You better get it with the little
Yeah.
Ephraim dress. Mm-hmm.
She was on point. It looked good. So she came in there purposely looking good. Her makeup was on spot
Mm-hmm.
on. Everything. You came in purposely so he can look at you, and yet you're
Mm-hmm.
still saying, he did just to look at me at the dinner. Really? Come on, man. That's girl. You know how many men gonna be wanting you after the show, period? Girl, bye. Girl, bye. That's all I gotta say about her.
Okay, so let's go ahead and pivot from Kathy looking cute with her freakum dress on
Mm-hmm.
to Alex and that stripper ready for the pole dress.
What is up with her?
I was like, what is she wearing? Like, and where are your drawers? Because if that's a thong that you're wearing, it is not suiting you very well.
Not a thong.
You
Not
just
she
flip flopping all over the place
she had a paper mache dress on. That's what she had.
with hanging strings.
All you need is one little strip to fall off, and it was a wrap for the dress. And I'm like, you came in looking like you went to Rainbow. Well, I don't even want to say Rainbow. Not even Rainbow. I don't even know what that was.
Hey, is there a store less than that?
Yes, there is.
City Trip.
No, City
That's
Trends
a
you can
place.
get like
Five
high
five below.
Five
Five
Below.
Below.
Bam,
That's
there
what
it is.
Man, I was like, and then when Michael, Michael messy self, he's so messy.
Oh my gosh.
You went out on a date. You went out on a date. I didn't go out on a date with the 50-year-old man. Girl, you went out
Right.
on a date. You lied.
Right. And you had
Everybody.
Michelle with you. Because Michelle was with
No,
his
no, they met the man. They met the man when they were out at some festival. That's where
Uh-huh.
she met the man. And then, according to Michelle,
Right.
kind of fell head and heels because he had the car. Remember the car, right?
Right. Right. She what a Ferrari for a girl.
right,
Girl, get
right.
over it. Get over it.
So she met the man there, and then after that, they went out on the date. So
Mm.
if you're supposedly married, that's why I said I don't believe they're married. If you're supposedly married, that means you cheating on your husband. Okay?
That was the whole point of them trying to tell.
Right. But the whole thing is, Yvonne knew. So really not. So
Really,
you're not.
Iva?
So you're not
Really?
cheating. So you're not cheating on your husband because your husband already know about the man. Then
America, if you could really see Iva's face, she turned her whole entire body towards the camera.
right. So your husband already know, but you already communicated to your husband that basically I love you, but basically it's a friendship. But here's the kicker: you supposedly had sex with him.
Here we go.
Okay.
No, we were intimate.
Whatever. Intimate means what? So if you was kissing somebody, you're gonna say we just made out.
That's what we say, right?
Right.
Or what did Haley say? We were macking.
Right. Macking, making out, whatever. That's
Right.
specifically to kissing. Intimate is you could have did some foreplay. He touched your little girls. He could touch your kitty, whatever. You could have gave him some pleasure. What? That's intimate.
Mm-hmm. That's
So,
intimate.
so for me, this is my take on it is you got intimate, didn't like it. It was like, I'm cool.
Or it didn't, or it could have been like, maybe it was blah. Or it could have been good, but she didn't get that spark.
If it's good, you going back.
He didn't, leave her with that WAP, that
Oh,
WAP,
Yeah, he didn't. I think he left her with
the
WAD.
DAP.
Yes, dry. Because I was like, when she kept saying we were intimate, that was the first thing I thought about. I was like, oh, so it wasn't good. And then you look at, what does he look like? The Joker, not from the cards.
Right. He,
the jester,
Yes,
he,
yes.
poor
the court
Yvonne.
jester.
And he wanted to cry so
But he would not
badly.
say anything bad about her, though.
You know
He
why?
wouldn't.
You know why? It
Why?
wasn't because of a gentleman part. You know why? Do y'all not see that he hopes that even after the experiment that she is going to try to get with him? Do you not
Yeah.
see that he hopes that he can try to talk to her and try to stay with her because he really, really likes her? He was spending all his time trying to impress her. She was not impressed last week. He was having so much fun trying to show his world. And she was like, I am not impressed. He just knew he was going to get to that home visit and go see. But isn't it convenient that it was right before the home visit that they ended up breaking up? Because remember, her family is not in agreement with this.
Mm-hmm.
So who was she
Hmm.
gonna go visit?
Her friends that came to her wedding, that's who was going. I didn't like that Yvonne, he didn't really stand up for her. Like, okay, that's just, if she's saying it's intimate, or if I said it's a he said, basically it was he said, she said with them. But
Hmm.
at the end of the day, Michael, why are you in their business? That's another thing.
Michael and Josh, but I do
Yes.
believe that Yvonne set Michael and Josh up. I do. That's just
Oh
me.
yeah. Oh
Yes,
yeah, he
I
did
do.
that.
He set
Yeah.
them up. Yep.
Oh yeah, he did. He
Yep.
sure did. He
Hmm.
went out like a punk.
He
But
did. He did.
he did. He went out like a punk to me because the whole time that they was on her, he didn't say one word. And if
Nope.
you're supposed to her husband, you should have shut that down.
Mm.
Like you should have been like how Steve is. Hold on. No, no, no. No, no. First time he didn't say nothing. Then he gonna come back the second time. Well, man, at this point, they already walked over you.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was just
They
basically
over there
she was
talking to her.
yeah, and then basically he walked out after her. Why would I want to be bothered with you? I'd be like, you didn't even have my back. Talking about you love me. Get the hell up out of here. What love got to do with
You see what
you?
she said? I don't even know if I can trust you. Come on, let's
Yeah.
get you a let's get you a car. I will stay in a whole different hotel if that makes you feel better. He was steady kissing her tail. He was steady, and he left with her though. Didn't he
Oh,
leave
because he
with her?
knew better.
Okay.
He knew better because he knew if he'll stay at the table, he'll be by himself and everybody been like, so you said this. Now you threw me on the bus. So he didn't want to deal with that.
But
Right.
I'm talking about the next day too. When she didn't come to the thing, he didn't come. They punked out. I didn't like that.
They
I
did.
did not like that.
Next day he was ready to start talking mess. He was ready to do it. If she would have been there, he was been ready to all of a sudden now you're gonna defend her. Man, you have opportunity after opportunity to do that. And what the experts say, he's emotional eating because he was eating that cheese.
Right. He was eating that cheese with the whole
He
cheese
had
plate
the
in his
whole
lap.
plate. Oh, and he just sitting up there looking, y'all, looking at them talk. And he's just eating. He didn't like his parents. He was like a little spoiled brat. He was like kind of uppity or stuck up. He probably was a fat kid. Maybe that's why he
I don't think
dresses
so.
like
He is
he
like
does now and he's too
super
stuck on
real
himself.
thin.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe we don't
He
know,
could have
but
been. You never know.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah. And then or he had like the insecure or he was the real thin, awkward, gawky kid with all the pimples.
Hmm.
But either way, he started looking like a child when all this stuff started going on, when they were talking. And then when Alex was talking right in front of, oh no, I really like him. He's my friend. We have a very good repertoire and we're a very good rapport. We're together. But I just don't feel it like that for him. Oh, he knows. He knows. But he's sitting there right next to you while you talking loud, and he just like feeling like a little. He's just
Duh.
like he about to cry. No, I felt bad for him. She
Mm-hmm.
was talking shit like right in front of him. That was so
Like
bad.
he's my friend. I love him with all my heart, but I don't want to be with him.
Right.
No, you don't say that to somebody that basically really wants to be with you. And it didn't need to be in public. So they're the opposite to me of Josh and Kathy. You didn't need to be in public about this because the whole time you guys were private about your business.
Everything.
And then all of a sudden, that one dinner, I'm just not feeling him. You didn't feel him from the beginning. He never
He was
your
never
type.
your type. He was never her type.
So
she played it out. She tried to play it off as best as she could, but she knew because even her friends were saying, "Oh, that's not her type."
So what?
Right, but he not your type, and he don't do it well in bed. You bye. He ain't doing it. And you could tell with Homestay, he didn't give her that wow factor, especially the apartment.
He wasn't the 2-second one, right? Oh, right, that little ass bed.
With the IKEA furniture. So no. You can't be wearing Gucci or Kooky, whatever, in an IKEA lackluster apartment. I'm just saying.
Well, IKEA might be big over there. They right next to Sweeten, so
it was all white.
But I'm saying that you walk around with 3-piece suits, and those suits are custom,
expensive. Yeah.
Well, that's where his money goes.
Right. So
his apartment was so sterile.
And talking about welcome to my world. Like, I'd have been like, well, what am I looking at? I'm looking at white. Oh, maybe a pop of color over there. Oh, the pop of color is from your suits.
But his money could be stacked in the bank.
Oh, it is. It got to be, because if you're buying 10-second cars and building them.
Yeah, right. Building them 10. You right.
That's
about
where your
that.
money is. We can clearly see it. But for somebody that is a realtor selling homes, your home should be the shit. Point blank.
Well, he had a good ass view though.
Of what, a duck pond?
No, that view out that balcony was nice.
It was nice though, Jonay.
Yeah. So that's what he was paying for, and you could tell he's like sterile. That place was just looking completely white. You know,
he's probably not at home a lot either. He out hanging out.
Look at Michael's place.
No, he's a loner. Michael's place didn't have nothing either, but Michael had a designer.
It did.
I mean, yes, but Michael had a designer. She probably was one of those that left her bathing suits there. His crazy self. I still can't believe that he did that.
Yeah, but he lived across the street from the beach too.
Now he had a beautiful view too. What's up with all them stairs? He got a kid. What?
Hey, I got a kid. I got stairs too. Anyway, I got
stairs. Yeah,
but we got 2 sets of stairs in my house. Anyway,
Lord, that's too many stairs.
Just saying, that's all it is. But yes, they went out like wussies. That's a nice little word. They went out like wussies, and they could at least wrote a letter instead of going like, you let one person defeat you, and you really shouldn't let that person do that. And you know that person has that pattern. Now she did talk back to Michael. I gave her that, but then she had these crocodile tears. If you're gonna talk it, back it up. Like, hey. And then you explaining the supposedly date. Yeah, whatever. It was a date. Even if you had your friend with you, still a date.
He had a car. All for a car, girl. A car.
Okay, so I was really waiting in anticipation for your theory to come true. But it didn't, because you said that she was gay.
I know.
And I was like,
she was, though.
Not you were hoping she was.
I was hoping she was instead of dating 50-year-olds.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, no, Iva's theory did not come true, so okay.
Dang it.
She's strictly
strictly
diggly.
I'm 9 for 10.
Oh my gosh.
He said 9 for 10.
Now with Steve and Michelle.
Okay. Michelle is settling.
So I must have missed something when they were at the homestay. Or did I go to sleep? Because one minute, he chasing her down the block and he can't do anything to try to console her, to this past week where they're now all holding hands and giving away the teddies and the what did I miss?
What you missed was when the homestay happened and she didn't like what the friends said, he came chasing after her. She liked that.
Even though she didn't go back in there with him, she did like it.
So even though there was a disagreement, he still was catering to her need.
Yeah, he was kissing that ass afterwards when they went home.
I think so too. So I think
Mhm.
that's what it was. Because
Mhm.
before he would not do that, he would be mad at her, and be
Nope.
like, "Oh, nope, I'm not doing it." He's learning to work with her. Remember, he was stuck in his ways as well.
Right.
Mhm.
So now all the things that she's saying is, all I want you is to be heard. He's hearing her. That's all he had to
Mhm.
do. He could have did that a long time ago,
He
personally.
could
Right.
have. You see, they touch more, like you said.
Yeah,
So I'm sure he's
okay,
like,
yes.
"Yep, they touch more."
I'm
So
thinking that they bumped uglies.
nope, not yet. Because when they were on the couch, when she sat back down on the couch after they had a good talk with the people, who did she lean over to and say, "I think we should do something tonight, yeah?"
Oh,
And the girl,
Stacy.
right? And she said, "You have my permission." And she was like, "Hee hee hee." Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
that
no, I
that
okay.
think she
yeah.
gonna try to attack him. Mhm.
hmm No, I think she probably try to do like a kiss or two, slow, because you gotta fill it out. You can't go cougar mode on that dude.
You don't think that they've not cougar mode, but no, I think that they've explored one another, but they just, or she's at least tried, and it just hasn't gone anywhere on his end. You don't think
Mhm.
so?
No, no.
Maybe they cuddled and watched TV, or maybe they spooned for 30 minutes and then he goes back in his room and she goes in hers. And then it's longer every day. Now they'll spoon for 45 minutes occasionally. And then eventually they'll end up just sleeping in there. And then she'll just slide that hand and see if it's going to do anything.
Well, doesn't she have a sleep patio machine?
Yes!
So
Yes!
that's
Because
gonna
they was
be.
so shady. Cameraman was so wrong for showing her sprawled across the bed. I said, "Hey, she got the apnea machine."
Oh,
Shady
She got that.
cameraman.
So that's a whole nother adjustment. So
it is.
that means she be.
Okay, calming them hogs.
But I think it was nice when she said something, and he just got up. Give me a hug.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was good to see him become more soft. Because Steve, I'm
He
gonna need
rough.
you. Steve,
Yeah.
I need you to change your blazers. I'm seeing your outfits.
Not
Saying,
the checker, not the blue checker blazer sports coat.
Oh
I'm, I
no.
mean, you only bought three. Homestay, you could have, exchanged.
Grab
I don't
some
know.
from the closet.
Yes, please. And the homestay, he got a 1 bedroom. Steve, you're gonna have to upgrade that.
Well, if it's just him, and then he's spending majority of his time over at the barber shop. I mean, I get it.
I'm just saying, Steve, hey, you inheriting a whole family.
Well, yeah. I mean, everybody is gonna have to. Well, except for Michael. But we still haven't seen the ladies. We haven't seen how they live just yet. So people gonna have to upgrade. Period. So
Except
it's
for Michael. That
Well, I
except for
think
Michael.
that's Stacy. She's still looking at Michael for dollar signs, y'all.
Of
Don't let her fool you.
course.
She walked in there. "I think my boys and I will be comfortable here." You think?
I kind of look at them as the Beth and Jamie, like of Australia. Beth and Jamie from
Oh,
North Carolina.
really?
Yeah, I mean, because even though their relationship is kind of dysfunctional,
Yeah.
they still get along. It works.
Eh. Yeah, but it wasn't like any cheating, and she wasn't after him for money. Beth isn't a gold digger. She's just lazy and spoiled.
Huh,
I mean, that's different. And Jamie is not really a party guy. He's SpongeBob. So yeah,
I think their relationship is weird, but it works.
I think it's
okay.
phony. That's what I think. I
As
feel
funny
that.
as them lips.
I think that she came on with that. We remember the story she gave.
Hmm.
So we go back to that story. I think she has always been that person, not just so rigid. She ain't rigid since what, episode 3?
Uh,
So, or maybe because he gave you the D and you like, okay, cool.
well, you've been saying that for the longest time that
Yeah.
she got that wop. That wop been in full effect for the last 3 months that we've been watching this dang on season.
I think he did put it on her, y'all right. Yeah, he put it
Cause
on
I
she's
her.
don't
the reason
know.
why she's still there.
She showed for real.
I think she
If
been
the
the whole
boys in
time
this
she was
house.
just putting that facade on. Like I said, I think she's been phony. Started off with that phony story.
We still don't know about the baby daddy.
You're right. And then, all of a sudden, he from day one, he showed you who he was from day one. So it wasn't like it was a mystery or a facade. He showed you. And then all of a sudden, I think I love him. How you go from your
Yeah, they've been
walls
talking
up,
about love for a minute.
right?
Okay.
Your walls have been up. Your walls ain't been up since what? The honeymoon. Your walls been broken down. I'm just saying.
Then they went
So
back up. You went bad on Haley and didn't go bad on him. And
her
then that was
walls,
it.
her walls ain't never been up since episode 2, since honeymoon. They've been broken
Yeah.
down.
Right.
So no,
Broke it down literally. Ever since he broke them walls down, she
exactly.
Okay, I'm sorry,
So
that was crass.
so I just feel like
More
her
crass than
most.
WAP?
Well, no, at least we saying WAP. We talking about breaking walls.
I think when she gonna get to the next final commitment ceremony, it's gonna be. This is just my prediction. I could be wrong. I think she's gonna go and get there and say leave and say I can't commit to this
I don't
because
think so. Yeah, please tell me why.
she got on the show to get exposed for her platforms, and that's it.
Well, she don't got to be no lawyer now.
She don't have to be a lawyer now. When you got just like her and Kathy, they got all type of people ready for them. And it's possible job opportunities too. Oh, you was on the show. We want to find out more about you. Yeah, nah, because you went in with that phony story.
Nah,
It say
hell
lawyer
no, Kelly.
graduate.
She passed law school. She don't got to do the bar though. She don't got to do anything. Cause you see that house, she don't got to do anything. And that's what she wants.
You can go from the operations manager to the president or CEO.
They have the potential of coming together where her legal skills come in to play with his company. They have the potential to build together.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Also, she gonna negotiate that prenup too when they get ready that agreement.
What prenup?
When they get ready to really finally like get married at the end of this. Like Joe said, they not married right now. When they get ready to finally get married, she gonna negotiate her contract.
Disconnected. No. No,
Yeah.
no, okay, I want to see this one because I'm in love with the show too.
She's staying. I'm telling you, she's staying with him.
Well, he ain't met her kids, and she ain't met his kid either.
Well, maybe that'll change this week.
Hasn't he seen them or he's FaceTimed them?
FaceTime them. That's
He's
different.
Yeah. Okay. He's FaceTiming them.
But when did she meet his kid?
No, hell, when he seen his kid. Remember he said, I don't see the baby that
Because
much?
he slightly skated over the statement of his kid when we were being introduced to him.
So that's a whole nother beast, and you got a baby mama.
Yeah, and I think she's older, and she already up on his game, and that's why he ain't allowed to see the kid.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't know. I wouldn't think older. Because with him, that would be like Tom Cruise when he was it Mimi Rogers? I think it's like that. Like, they were together for a while and then, they broke up, but maybe she had a baby. So then it could have been somebody like that. But otherwise, I think it was a young person too that when they did have the baby, he didn't slow down. But since she had the baby, she had to. Like that old school, mama's baby, papa's maybe type of thing.
Okay, yes, it was Mimi Rogers.
Mimi Rogers. Okay.
She was 31 and he was 24.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I still don't think she's gonna leave. That's just what I'm gonna say. I don't think she's going nowhere.
I don't think she is either.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she's gonna stick it out.
Let's hope that prediction comes true. I'm a roll.
You know who is gonna leave?
Who?
Casey gonna leave Drew. Okay. She's gonna leave Drew because I don't know if you guys peeped in the commitment ceremony. He likes his women to be put in their place. And Steve caught that and Michelle caught it. So that's not going to work because she's more of an outgoing person. She's very independent. And there's already issue because of her social media. We got another social media person. Because she, takes pictures and all that, which I don't understand. Well, nothing was bad than what's her name? The other girl. Because she... The one,
Connie?
No, social media from...
Oh, you talking about Taylor from the States.
Oh, she was horrible.
Yeah.
But I agreed with the experts, and on him, I didn't like how I go to get you some coffee, doing a nice thing for you, and I come back and you didn't throw my stuff out and put it in a pile and told me what I'm about to give. No, you're not
Mhm.
about to tell. No, because now if I didn't want any of them, now I'm keeping all of them. Because you're not about
Yeah.
to tell me what to. No, I thought that was so rude.
Yes, that was because I don't know you by what, 2 weeks
Exactly. If
now.
that.
And then, I mean, granted, it is a little odd. No, not a little. It's a lot of odd them stuffed animals. Well, that big unicorn, that was just. I mean, I get it.
Cornelius.
You got a name. That's ooh. Oh my god. I mean, I have two stuffed animals in here too. I got Goofy and a giraffe.
Hmm.
That's it. Okay, they're sentimental to me. But you know where them suckers is? In the closet. Tucked away. Okay? They're not out for display.
On the living room couch for when I walk in to greet
Right.
us. But you know that the roommate did that.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, the roommate is messy boots. Period.
Right.
So, I mean, I get why she did it. For somebody you don't know, no, you don't touch their stuff.
Yeah, you're
Mhm.
trying to
You should.
assert yourself right there, and you can't do that off top.
And then she did cry because he had told her he wasn't, again, another one that's not attracted. He's not attracted to your ways of what you did. Come on, own up to that part. You go on this man you've been known for 2 weeks or two, really, let's just say 7 days. Let's go ahead. TV time, 7 days. And you up there at his house and you going through stuff and he said it was brand new. I'm like, really? That was brand new? Where'd you get that from?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you trying to keep a kept woman and it's not gonna work. Point blank. And it really ain't gonna work because you got stuffed animals. Just saying. Oh, that'd be a turn off
Yeah,
for me. That's a turn off.
it is.
Yes, I would
It
think them
is.
animals be looking at us while we in the room.
Not
Yeah,
not like baby
Yeah,
dolls.
for real.
that's what they are.
Just sitting over you. Be like, can you like put
Shoot.
those down somewhere?
So I'm a little fed up with Johnny
Yes.
because I'm tired of him blindsiding my
Oh,
Connie.
Yeah.
She definitely
yeah.
did not deserve that. And I was so angry that they allowed her to open up her heart, just speak on how happy things have been going. I mean, how well things have been going for the week and so forth.
Mm,
And then for him to just wham, just blindside her like that, I felt so bad for her.
Hmm.
And now they got to
yeah.
tough it out for a whole nother week.
And
That
that
fool
punk,
said, I wanna go to her house though still.
Right.
no, that punk also said, I was hoping that
Dang.
you would say stay. I was like, what?
Yes.
You
Yes.
you playing with that girl emotion. I feel that girl was on an emotional roller coaster on that couch. I felt like giving her a huge hug, and I'm not a hugger. And be like, come here, girl, come here, come here. And I've been like, fuck that punk. Sorry, so,
You
but
see Michelle? You see Michelle went
Yeah,
off on
Michelle,
him?
yeah. She's like, how could you
yes,
do
Yes.
that? Why would you do
Why
that?
did Johnny, that was not good, Johnny. That was not nice. No, no, Johnny.
Why would you
Johnny.
you should have just put say.
And
yeah.
what's his name? Her husband was like, he agreed. What's his name? Steve was like, tell him that was good shit.
But he did communicate with her.
How did he communicate with her?
He When they had that picnic, when they had homestay, he did tell her that I'm still feeling the same way. And even though she was like, I thought it was better, they were getting it. He was like, I do like her, I do, but I'm not feeling that. So he is clear. However, what you're not clear is on if you want to leave, you make sure you're leaving and be like,
Right,
it's not working for me. Period.
right.
But
Mm,
no, you over there playing games, and you got this little girl because she's really a little girl at this point, and it's just
yeah,
she really trying to be in love with. She's in love with the lust of being married at this point. That's
yeah,
all it really is, and she looked good. I'll
Yeah,
give her.
Connie been bringing
yeah.
it. She's
Connie been,
just like,
yeah.
yeah.
So even
Huh?
when she finishes this, now she might have a couple dates, y'all. She gonna come home with a
Not
couple
a
of
couple.
styrofoam boxes, right? Because she learned how to dress now and be snazzy and be attractive and open to people. She don't look like what's it? Because when she first started
She
this
looked
thing,
very
she looked like
homely.
Austin Powers to me. Yeah, she
Yes.
very Austin Powers esque. I was like, cut it out, boo. You need to
Hmm.
get it together. And yeah, she's some shoot. Somebody just
Mhm.
snatched up. See me.
Yeah. It's just like, what are you not ready to commit to her? Or is that's what it is? Or you you just basically are scared to do it. You already went on this show. You talking about you want to be open. Well, be open to the process fully.
Mm,
And I think that's what the problem about the people on the show. They keep talking about they want to be in a relationship, they want to do this, they want to do that. But when it comes down to it, are you really open? You're marrying a stranger, supposedly.
mm-hmm.
I mean, again, they think they have an idea of what marriage is, but it's been so romanticized to where
Mm-hmm.
when it comes down to doing the work, they don't want to do it. But then I think part of the reason why a lot of the men are having the issues because the women are showing these specific traits that are turnoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And then with them not ever consummating their fake marriage,
I was gonna say nobody's done it.
right? No one
Yeah.
has done
Yeah.
it, and then
Mm-hmm.
they're not even really. Well, we don't know if they've tried to put if Connie and Johnny is well Johnny because we all know Connie ain't making no moves, but if
Well,
Johnny has tried, pokey pokey
no,
with a
no,
finger,
no, cause
suck
she'd
a
have let him.
nipple.
Oh, he
Um,
probably ain't seen it. Girl, no. Girl, no. She still comes to put in pajamas, in long pajamas to bed, in long pajamas. Shoot, the U.S. the guys on there wearing dresses and stuff to bed, they dressing less than the girls are on this show.
well,
Shoot.
I hope that they have a come to Jesus moment during her homestay,
Mm-hmm.
No,
and
no. Come to Jesus is gonna be Mama gonna clown him because she gonna be like, "You made it, huh?
oh,
Thank you. You forgot about
I
that.
forgot
Yeah,
about Mama Connie. Oh,
exactly.
Oh yeah, he got to get clowned because you don't take my daughter no emotional roller coaster, and she gonna let him know. I
Yep.
have not been for this from the beginning, and
Yep.
yet you're still playing with you're playing these mind games, these mental games. Go sit down somewhere. You want to be
Go see
free?
her somewhere.
Leave.
Then she gonna turn around and look at Connie and be like, "And you, I told you.
Hmm.
I did already told you, so you know
you
that
think
Connie
she'll
gonna
tell
feel
her
bad again.
mom?
She has to
Why she
Why?
have to?
Why?
because I think they're gonna see it just like they were seeing it last time. They're
Well,
gonna
Connie
see it.
made a big issue out of because he went out with his friends, and then he
Yeah.
called 5 minutes before and talking about can I go out,
Yeah.
and all you did was give the
Thumbs up.
thumbs
Thumbs
up.
up.
So whose fault is that?
Yeah, you true.
Because you sending
But
mixed signals. Go on out of here with that bullshit. Sorry.
Say it
so
with your
glad it's not
chest.
me.
I'm sorry. I just I mean I haven't been married myself. However, I'm not going in with expectations. And I think that's what it is. I'm going to go in like, hey, this is a ride for life. And the expectation is that I am going to commit to this person.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Yeah, but you're speaking at a point of a
That's all I got to say
40
right now.
something year old person versus them being 20 something.
So what? Like,
It's
then why would
different.
you go on here and think about it? Why would you even do it? Because I agree with what you're saying. Because at 20 something, there was no way. First of all, 20 something, I didn't even want to get married. When my family asked me earlier, oh, when you get older and you get married and you have your kids and you start different, I was like, oh, that's. I mean, my family really looked at me and was like, so that's what you do. I was like, no, I break the norms. I didn't want to do that. I didn't until I got to maybe about 30 something. And then I thought about marriage, but shoot, I wanted a kid. But still, I changed all that too. But now I do think about marriage. And here I am over 40. But you can do it. You know what I mean? It can be done, but you have to be in that mindset. But I'm like, I wasn't even thinking about it at their
Mm.
ages.
I did at when I was young though. I was younger than them. I knew that I wanted to be married, but I
Mm-hmm.
knew that I wasn't ready.
Okay.
I knew that it just I don't know, for some reason I had always had an insight that if I got married at 20 something, it wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
last.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't that's weird. I mean, that's great insight for me, but
Mm-hmm.
that was just something that I just knew that I would never be ready for. And again, I had an idea of what marriage was, but at 20 something, you just don't know. You
Mm-mm.
don't know. You figuring it because you're basing it off of puppy love, your puppy love
Mhm.
relationships and the ones that didn't work out. And it's because marriage is a whole nother ball game. A
Yeah.
whole nother ball game. You in
Yeah.
a minor, no, you in what's
Farm
the
league.
yeah, with the kitty league,
Pup
little
league.
league. Yeah, when you're dating, that's little league at 20 something. But in marriage,
Mhm.
yeah, that's the major leagues in the World Series. Okay,
I don't even like the same kind of dudes that I did when I was 20 years old. Shoot, the
right.
only thing I still like now from when I was 20 years old is seafood and the color purple.
Uh,
So, and I don't mean the movie. So I, that's the only things I still like from that period in my life because things change. I can't stand when
Lord.
Jonay just laughs at me. You guys can't hear America, but she's just cracking up laughing at me right now.
You talking about seafood, and I'm not talking about the color purple.
I
So,
just was color
Come
purple,
on, not
not the
talking about the
movie.
movie.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, we ain't talking about you talking about the description of the book, huh? But anyway,
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
it's
man.
it's just like you have to be honest with yourself. Take a good
Mm-hmm.
look at what it is that you want. And like you were saying, I think Jonah, you said that you were proud of Kathy being able to recognize what she will and will not put up with, and she stood firm on
Mm-hmm.
what she believed, and that allowed her to have the confidence to walk away like she did. And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of women need to pick up on that same notion. Like, come on, know your worth,
Mm-hmm.
understand your worth, and understand what you will and will not put up with. And you can
Mm-hmm.
only do that when you really get to know self.
right,
When you jump in from relationship to relationship, how are you giving yourself the time to learn more about what you want?
Mm-hmm.
So, and
Yep.
that's my 2 cents. So, any predictions?
I hope,
Uh,
yeah, I hope that they have a reunion for this.
yes, I
yeah.
do hope.
Yeah, I need to see some of the old ones and see if people are dating now or if some of the people are still together and things like that. I need to see a reunion for them.
Yeah.
What y'all think?
I
I
want to
would
see a
be
reunion.
yeah, I would be interested in seeing who regrouped, who came back.
Who regrouped?
No, I mean because it's just like with what's the show on Netflix? Love is Blind.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that would come back.
It is coming
Come
back,
back.
That's
which would
what I was
actually
saying.
work for them because they're already in a little bubble. So the pandemic wouldn't necessarily affect them until they actually go out and live with one another and whatnot.
Right, right.
But one of the couples from that from the first season, they ended things, but they're now dating.
Which one?
Damien and I can't think of her name.
Oh, really? The one that looked like that was the little spoiled little supermodel.
Yes. Yes.
They needed to end things. I didn't. Oh, what's that's a whole nother show. Don't even talk about that right now, cause I was, but I didn't like that. I did not. Ooh, I didn't like that end. Ooh, I
Gigi.
didn't like that
That's
end.
her name,
Yeah.
Gigi. But yeah, they're together and they've been going pretty strong, but they're learning about each other. Away from the cameras, away from the experts and all that other kind of stuff. They've gotten a chance
Mm,
to really date and know each other's ins and out and
mm,
everything.
mm.
So,
He'd had to catch a fade first before I got back with him.
oh my goodness. That's what I'm hoping we can see with Australia. So,
But who would you want that with?
I want to
Hmm.
say Kathy and Josh.
Oh, girl,
Ah,
no.
girl,
Because
he
I
throw
want
it.
to say that
Mm-mm.
he's seen the season because the season stopped airing in February for them. So they've had time to see it. So maybe he has seen the error of his ways and was like, okay, I need to work on this.
Okay,
Hey,
well, good.
Kathy.
He can take that forth to his new relationship and leave that
Mm-hmm.
Kathy girl alone.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
He's damaged her enough.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
All right. Well, we'll go with that.
I hope that Seb and Lizzie stay together. They had their first little tiff, but
Done.
I mean, hey, they shoot, they what did they say? How's the sex? Oh, it's all right from my standpoint. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So. They're
I
getting
think
along like a house on fire.
nah. But I think he's good for her.
Mm-hmm.
She gets that
Mhm.
validation that she needs from him.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that they'll work out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, we're done.
Sure.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for checking us out. Be sure to continue to listen to us here on thepopbreak.com. And yeah, ladies, I will check you out later. Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.